Hello, and welcome back to Super Mario Mayhem. The last video, I battled it out in Super Mario Kart with my friend. And in this video, we're going back to the Game Boy with Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. The direct sequel to the original Mario Land, released back during the launch of the Game Boy. This one is another big hitter. Well, I wouldn't say it's a big hitter. Not as popular as some of the other Mario games, but it's still considered part of the mainline series. But yeah, I have played this before already. This was one of the games I had on my 3DS through the Virtual Console, and I really loved this game. It wasn't any good at it. But I still liked it. It was Mario Land 1 and 2 that I really enjoyed playing on my 3DS. But now we're going to revisit it for this YouTube series. Before we begin, I want to talk about the story of this game, because that's the thing that you don't really see in a lot of early video games, is if there's like any plot relevant, if there's any like overarching story, they don't really explain what's happening, especially with Mario. But rest assured, it's not the same rescue the princess again. This time, we are in Mario Land. That's right, Mario's own real estate, his own private island, where his castle has been overtaken by Wario. This is the first game to ever introduce Wario as a character. He is the main protagonist, and you could probably probably tell from the story he's the main antagonist. But yeah. First one step for Wario, I guess. Gotta start from somewhere. But enough chatting. Let's start the game already. So I already played through this game already. I already made a recording of me playing through this game, but I don't know if I really liked those recordings. So this is really a redo, a do-over. All right, let's pick C. Here we are. We got a world map, unlike in the first game, in the first Mario Land. Let's get into the first level. So as you can see, this game takes a lot more inspiration from some of the more recent Mario games. Well, recent when this game came out. It's pulling a lot of visual inspiration from Mario 3 and Mario World. No longer is it cramped to a tiny sprite. We got some big boy sprites. We have Goombas and Koopas. We actually got Koopas in this game. They're not They are not just bombshell Koopas. I guess that's what they were called. First game. Oof. Yeah. I guess that's what a few years of gaining more experience of working with the Game Boy can do. You can actually make it feel more like a Mario game you play on the consoles. Of course, we have the Mario, with the feather on his hat. Take what you will with the that design choice, but some people say it hasn't aged particularly well. But you know what can you do, honestly? What's done in the past is already done. But yeah. Got bonus game. I'm a little scattered mind right now. It's been a hot minute since I actually recorded something by myself. Especially with this game, considering that I've already played through it. It's also a matter of fact that this game is weird. Still has that weird Super Mario Land charm, where it's like extremely unfamiliar characters and the enemies. They got really creative with what's going on in this game. That could also be attributed to the fact that I can't name like half these characters from the top of my head. Like, I don't know what these like bug enemies are called, or these moles. They're not Monty moles. They're something else entirely. Now that I think about it, a lot of the enemies in this game don't really have like proper localized names. They're more of like derived from their Japanese names, which I think is also the case in Mario Land 1. Which I don't know why they didn't. I don't know, something to think about. Alright. I think it's also the fact that there's like so many different like factors or like new elements to the Mario like formula, such as this one, which is I guess this is the main gimmick of this game, because every Mario game has some sort of gimmick. You have Rabbit Mario, the Super Carrot, or I guess it's just called the carrot in this game. Gives Mario bunny ears. I'll let you glide anywhere you go. Not as cool as the raccoon leaf or the Cape Feather. But for this little Game Boy title, it does the job. I'm gonna go down here for a secret. Get some more coins. Just keep flapping. There we go. Yeah, here's the bombshell. I don't think they're called bombshell creepers. They're more shaped like Buzzy Beetles than Koopas. Alright. And the goal is right here. But I'm going to go through this level one more time, because this game has secret exits that lead to secret levels. So I'm going to be doing all the secret levels as well. Alright, go back down. I would say as a kid, I didn't really know about how to get to these secret levels. At least not on my own. It wasn't until later when I was looking at like online maps of this game that I found out that there were secret exits that you can go to. And now that I'm a grown adult who has retained all that information, I know where all of them are. So we're just gonna speed through this level and get there. Alright. Uh-oh. That might be bad. Uh-oh. Yeah. The stipulation is that I need to have a carrot. I gotta go back to that little area. Oops. Ooh, boy. At least this is here. Ooh. Since I'm coming down here, I want to show another secret. Money. There are secret money bags in some of the levels. They give you 50 coins. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Alright. Go. I completely forgot what I was talking about. Something money. Right, there's coins work differently in this game. You might be noticing in the little HUD down there. You don't really get lives from just collecting coins. Or rather, you just have like a big stash of them that you just have. I will show where the I will show where you use these coins later on. But for now, they're just like, I don't know. I wouldn't really call them like score generators, because you don't really. It's not really a score in this game. I also noticed the kill count in the HUD as well. I know you can jump up there, Mario. There we go. You can get lives in abundance in this game. And I think it's like a majority of that is from the bonus games. Alright. Next level. Ant level. I guess I should have mentioned that this game has, well, I already mentioned that it has a world map, but in addition it just has like worlds in general, or I guess zones is what they're called. Like a Sonic, it's like a Sonic game or something. Right. Get that. Try not to die. I'll try not to die in some of the later levels, because I remember there was one particular level that was dying a lot in. And it's not Wario's Castle, which is the last level in the game. Why is that there? I forgot about that. Why is there just like a hidden block there? It was almost a Kaizo trap, but it has a 1-up instead of a worthless coin. So I don't know what was up with that. I could skip these as well. You can just hit like back to just skip through, skip the minigame altogether, or actually just not go to them at all and just not hit the bell. Anyways, we're in a beehive now. Got the bees. Cannot be killed by fireballs. I just gotta stomp on them. Except this guy. He comes back to life. Pseudo bee thwomps. I'm just playing the game, really. Just chilling. This isn't, like, particularly, like, a long game. or a hard game at all. I'd say you can get through this in like an hour or so if you know what you're really doing and are just like blazing through the levels. Not sure about getting everything. Alright. Star. Weird egg enemies. I don't think I need to hit that. This level isn't particularly too hard. I mean, the game relatively isn't hard as well. Dang it. Alright, now there's a purpose to go into these bonus games now. Then I get a life or a power up. She just didn't take so long. Alright. Alright. Last level in the tree zone. Part one of 7 bosses. Right, I guess as you can tell based on the game's subtitle, we are after 6 golden coins. Because apparently that's the only way you can get into the castle, is by collecting the 6 coins from the 6 zones. I don't know why I did that. I thought I could have made it. That was a bad move. Alright. Back at it. Get up there. Alright. We'll just be patient. Get 1 coin out of those. Try not to fall off like an idiot. Pick a carrot. Door. Do I need any more lives? I think I'm good on lives. Alright. Alright. Let's fight the boss. The Big Bird. That's what it's called. It's called the Big Bird. These don't really have like proper names. And I already killed it. 3 hits and it's down. I want to say that the bosses in this game are ridiculously easy. Especially if you have like the carrot. Or maybe like the fire flower more. You can just like completely annihilate these bosses. Alright. First zone done. We'll play through 1 more. And then call it for the video. Let's go to this hippo stage. Because there's one zone in this game that you can't get to by just going there on the world map. That is Space Zone, which is where we're going now. As you can probably guess, we have to get there through Bubble, I guess. I don't know. By the way, I love these spike enemies that are totally not the Gordos from Kirby. I need to fact check this later, because I don't know if Kirby's out yet. I know Kirby came out in '92. And this game came out in '92, but I don't know which one came first. Obviously I know they're probably both in development at the same time. But it's a kind of a weird coincidence that there's a Mario enemy that looks like a Kirby enemy. It's your space zone. It's like 2 levels. Actually 3, because there's a secret level in this zone. We're on the moon. Low gravity. Just don't get hit. Is what I say. I have to remember how to get there. I think out of all of the secret levels to find, this one is the trickiest for me because I kind of always forget where it is exactly. Can't reach that just yet. I think there's something here. I like to do a lot of these like hidden block things. Alright. I don't know how high it is. I mean, there's a weird rock structure pointing up, so there's gotta be something up here. Unless it's just this. Alright. I'm just kind of hoping that I don't accidentally land on these spikes. Alright. I think it's around here where you can get the, right. I think it's right here. Nice. Cool. I think this is it. I think the issue with this level is that I have to go through it twice. One through the secret exit and the other through the normal exit. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this area, this zone in particular is really, really slow. As you can probably see. There we go. Secret level. Shooting star level. I'll probably just say it now. Most of these secret levels are just like a means to get more money. More money in your pockets. And more lives, potentially. They're not really too interesting. Kinda difficult. But they do count towards the level count. And last time I checked, there are 30 levels in this game. By golly, we're gonna play through them all. Alright. By the way, something that's really cruel with these secret levels is that if you die, you get booted back to the main level where you got there from, and you can't go back to try again on the world map. You have to go through the secret exit again. That happened to me in the previous recordings, because I kept falling in one of the levels, and I had to constantly keep going through that secret exit just to try it again. But you know, it's kind of tedious. It's very tedious. Anyways. I gotta go through this level normally. I'll say that Mario going into space is a pretty unique idea. Obviously, this is way before Mario went to space in a major way in Mario Galaxy. What was this going into? I don't remember. I just say things randomly and just hope that it makes some form of sense. I just go into these blind, improvising what I want to say. And half the time it just sounds, to me it just sounds like I'm just rambling. Alright. the Star Maze. With what people consider to be the best song in this game. And it is a bop, I will say it. I wouldn't really consider it my personal favorite. I think my personal favorite is, oddly enough, I think it's Wario's Castle. I don't know, I just like the tone of that. It really sets the tone well. But this song is a nice groove. Also, it's an auto-scroller, which you already know is going to be a real slog to get through. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't remember it this well, but I don't think you can go back to boss levels once you've beaten the boss or have gotten the golden coin. I think you're just locked out until you get a game over. Which, by the way, if you get a game over in this game, you lose all of the golden coins you've collected and have to get them back. But at least all that really accounts to is just replaying the final level in each zone to get them back. But yeah, getting a game over is a little punishing. But as long as you're stocked up on lives, I don't think that'll happen often. Like what I'm doing. I have 24 lives. I think I'm pretty good for now. Right. 2 stars? Oh yeah, that happens when you kill 100 enemies. Just get a star. Kill even more enemies with. Alright. Let's go kill who's the boss? It's Tatanga. You know Tatanga from Mario Land 1. He's really easy. Oof. I already killed him. Alright, cool. Like I said, these bosses are really, really easy. There's another coin in the door. Alright, that's Space Zone done. And I think that's going to be it. I'm going to call it for this video. So join me next time and we'll conquer 2 more zones in Super Mario Land 2. I will see you next time.